Today we are driving to Papa 56, which is a custom scenario to London Paddington. We are in Welcome Driver, pick up this semi-fast GWR service from Reading as it makes its way from Didcot Parkway to London Paddington. Expect some delays after Slough due to a late running train. Good luck. And we are going from Reading platform 15 to Paddington platform 14. This is my first time driving the GWR slow lines because it hasn't occurred to me, but every time we've done this, it's been, we've got to wait 5 minutes for the service to start. That's not very, no, that's not too bad actually, it could be worse. AWS, TPWS is not isolated. It gives me a time to shout out the people that made the thing.
TPWS and AWS operational.
That made the liveries and the mod, not the mod, sorry, the scenario. There's GWR HST. Look, it's ignore the Gatwick Express interior, but it's a GWR 387. And if we go into photo mode, you can see the HST and the IET GWR. Oh, that's awesome. So who have we got to thank then for the first Great Western liveried that's it, first Great Western liveried HST. We've got Craig 2901 for the Captain Sirton Moore liveried IET. It's Gixon Mad 1928, and then for the scenario, I believe it's Speed Tracker, and then for the liveries, the 387, the IETs, the normal IETs, the Elizabeth line for seeing the them today, is all to train fan. Now let's get back in the cab. Yeah, this service is taking place on a Sunday, I do believe, so we won't see that much traffic, but it's nice to just get a feel. I believe we need to put the pantograph up. Yeah, because we're currently on DC, and there's no DC, so let's... Oh, we didn't even sort the lights out, so let's do that as well. Oh, no. Headlights stay running, tail lights off. AC system select. I think, well, it's not going to select, is it? I don't know how we're going to get power on this. I'm hoping, well, I mean, it's got to be enough to run this scenario. We'll see. This is based off a real timetable, like I said. This is, what's that code again? 2556. From Twyford, Maidenhead, Slough, West Drayton, Hayes and Harlington, Ealing Broadway, and London Paddington. I think we should see some Lizzie line services and possibly some Heathrow Express. I can't remember what year this scenario is based on. Wouldn't it be so cool if this could be a reality? Well, I mean, it will be soon. GWR 387s, and they should be branded now because they've got the licensing back. Stopped a long way before the HST finished then. Yeah, that's everybody shout out, and massive thank you to them all for making this scenario possible and playable, because it is nice to play a custom scenario. I've never done one before, so I have no idea if we're even going to be able to get moving. I'm just glad the door's open, to be honest with you. Yeah, if you are going to enjoy this video, be sure to drop a like and drop a subscription on the video. And yeah, I'm playing this on Xbox, by the way, so I can't link the scenario in the description. Let's fix the PIS, actually. Will it have London Paddington? It will. Excellent. Wow. I suppose it has all the GWR. Oh, look at that. It's awesome. And the GWR destinations. Doors are now open and it's now gone to a green signal, so we can bob the DRA off. GSMR hasn't registered because this train doesn't have a working GSMR. Bang. Tell you what we should have done in those 5 minutes is made sure that our train was working. It looks like we're not going to be timed, but I reckon it'll take about 40 minutes, do you reckon? Possibly. I hope to do 2 of these scenarios. I want to do an IET service going up, or possibly a First Great Western. Lock doors. Because the current GWR route we have is 3 years old. 10 years old. Or at least when it's based off, it's 10 years old. Oh, I'm going to keep the HUD on because I've never driven the slow lines before. Comes down to 30. We've actually got power, by the way, which is mental. Still reckons we're on DC, so okay. Not going to complain. So you can just leave the power mode as is. It sounds like it's on DC. I'm going to turn it up because these trains are a bit quiet. Right, we'll stay at 30 speed in it. Hang on, why are we going down there? Oh, no fun. Thought we were going to be going down there. Is this a nice place for a screenshot? It's not the worst place in the world for a screenshot. I love how high detailed delivery is. Like, that could be official. The only thing wrong with it is possibly the GWR logo is a bit big, but if it's this or nothing, I'm taking this every day of the week. Like, look how good this is. But I certainly couldn't do a better livery, that's for sure. Nice. So it's 30 out of Reading, then up to 40, then it's going to go up to 60. Nope, straight up to 90. We've got 4.5 miles to Twyford, which is there. I don't want to spoil what we're going to see on the journey, so I'm just not going to look at it too much. I'm not going to try and look at the map too much, sorry. I reckon we'll break from about a mile out, I'd say. Yeah, one break should do it from 90. I wonder if there's any spaces where we'll be able to take an electro start up to 100 miles an hour. Does it accelerate half quick, does this thing? Yeah, eventually I want to learn the slow lines like that. Maybe when the 387 comes to this route, which I believe it is in Great Western and Heathrow Express livery, or Heathrow Express inspired livery, do that. Yeah, I wonder how busy the GWR service is on a Sunday. So that's what this service is based on. Looks like there's only a quarter hourly express service. Yeah, we are certainly. Nice. Signal. Oh, there's an. Oh no. Oh, we got this IET bit. It's not the worst glitch in the world, it's just one nice one where when you have custom liveries, the IETs don't load in properly. Yeah, especially on the Xbox Series S, it does anyway. I don't know about Series X and PS5, but yeah. Take about 0.9 miles away from Twyford. We're just coasting, being an efficient driver. When's the next stop? Twyford, Maidenhead South. Nice. I like the semi-fast services. I'm not a big fan of the all-stopping services, which is why I don't really like Cross City, for example. I don't mind Cross City, but the lack of semi-fast services makes it just a bit boring for me. Can't lie. Especially the fact that it's an hour and a half long. Right. Bit of brakes, please. Okay, the brakes are really strong. Just step one brake. No, step two brake actually. So I can guarantee that we're going to stop at the station. Yeah, I wonder what we'll see, because first Great Western HSTs were rolling around in the same era that IETs were about. Bringing it down to 30, nice. Just gently cruising it, and I'm going to go for a bit more step 2 braking and a bit of step 1, just to ease it in. Welcome to Twyford. Is it not going to make me open the doors? I mean, I'm going to open the doors regardless. Oh, there's another 387. Hello. He doesn't look like he's stopping here, though. Certainly not. Express 387s. Do the 387s... Yeah, they do go on the fast lines, don't they? Don't the 387s got to, like, Western Supermail or whatever it's called? Something like that. I know they go, like, into what... possibly into Wales. Because that route's all electrified now. Oh no, there is actually a load passengers thing, that's cool. Do we make it on the platform? Not really. I would have said we'd had to gone to the end of the platform personally. But we know that for next time. I mean, there's no stop marks on this route. Off we go. That HST should have left by now. Perhaps it will come rocketing past in a few minutes' time. Oh, why have I taken the HUD off? I need that. Sounds so good, doesn't it? Massive electro stuff now. They have these near me now, the GWR 387s. Well, unbranded GWR 387s, but yeah, they have them near me. While a certain other company's one's going to be fitted with ETCS. Or when the ECML is going to be fitted with ETCS. Which is going to be cool. Okay, right. We've got a red signal, so I hope that fast train's not coming anytime soon. 6 miles to Maidenhead. And we'll break about a mile out. If we remember. Oh, I'm still here, still alive, don't worry. It's really bright and dark outside. green both, so GWR HST should be coming soon. And there's an IET coming the other way. Do you reckon it's going to load? I don't think so. Are we going to get an IET? I wonder why that's an issue. Do you reckon it's just memory? I reckon it is. Just memory related. Yep, there's only one carriage to that. I mean, at least it loads in by the time we go past it, that's alright. It's only coming that way, we shouldn't see that problem. Right, 90 miles an hour. Let's just coast. Coast for about 4 miles. Well, 3 miles. So we should, I'm hoping that we lose no more than 10 miles an hour. Okay. Yeah, it says it's a Sunday service, it's not an empty service. Yeah, I'd love to see more scenarios on the Great Western Express route that are set in modern day with the cucumbers. Yeah, if you are enjoying this, please do like and subscribe. We're going to do... Oh, did we? No, I think an Elizabeth line service will take too long. I reckon we'll do GWR 387 and the GWR IET and do Elizabeth line service, because this on console is as close as we'll ever get to a timetable mod. We need to be at 75 before Maidenhead. So far it's just been up to 30, up to 90, and then down to 75 just before Maidenhead. Which is there on the map. AWS for the speed warning. Oh, there's a HST. It's not empty this route on a Sunday, is it? There's a bit more, I think. That'll do. And bring it down to 75, and then about 0.8 of a mile out will start braking. No, we'll go for the usual 1 mile. We'll just use a bit of brake step on. So we can start slowing down now, actually, I'd say. No, the brake's too strong for that. These roads and everything, these shifting. I like the roads. Very nice. I wonder if we'll see any freight today. I mean, Sunday should be the king of freight, right? So that's when there's less passenger trains around, so that should be where they're able to slot more of them in and find a gap for them. But who knows? Maidenhead looks very nice. The architecture of it all, it looks like a pleasant station. Do any of the express trains stop at Maidenhead? Most of them stop at Slough. What about Maidenhead? Does Maidenhead get any love? Well, from express trains anyway. There we go. Right, okay, I've broken a bit early there. We're just cruising. It's a good job we're not timed on this service. Is that a 4 to... no, that's a 4 to 6 car marker. Which is, weirdly, it's got us stopping for, but I'm definitely not stopping for that. I reckon about 8 cars would be somewhere here. Down the bottom. Neutral, doors open. Yeah, that was right. And here should be coming an express train. HST. Wow. Off it goes. We've got green signal. And it'll be up to 90 because we'll go past the 90 before we get up to 75. Just watch that HST despawn. Slough in 5.7 miles. Then we've got, is it Hayes? No, Westray and Hayes, Ealing and London. There's another 387, it really isn't an empty service, is it? The acceleration on these things. What speed are we doing out of the platform? Nearly 40. Hello, driver. He's got a little 4-car. A little 4-car train. I think he's doing the same service as us, just going the other way. Did they give these trains names? Chief Romeo 43. Nice. So they did actually name all the trains then. That's cool. I mean, I don't remember ever trying a custom scenario on this game. Well, I have for East Coast Mainline, but there was no AI on it, so it's like, why would I play a route that has no AI whatsoever? Because it was just it was a whole train scenario, which was the whole reason I done it, and there was no pun intended there, I promise. But yeah, there was just no AI. It was like 5 in the morning, so there wouldn't have been much AI. But it's like, that wasn't the point. Like that, IET should be leaving from Reading in about 2.5 minutes time. Is there anything spawning behind us? No, but that's not biggie. 90 around here. This seems a bit bendy for 90. I reckon that would be more 75. What station's this? Here we go. Oh look, there's a 166. I didn't know the 166 was on here. There's obviously no livery needed for the 166 and the HST, or the GWR versions anyway. That's coast. And for another station, what's this one? Burnham. If you burn ham, does that make it bacon? Sorry, that was awful. And half a mile out from Slough. From 75. Again, I reckon if you're in the solo car, you'll go nearly anywhere as fast as the train. Well, without speeding anyway. And when it comes down to 60. That's going to be fun. Then it goes up to 75 and we're back into 90. That IET will be leaving Reading in 1.5 minutes time. As we go past the signal, we'll slow down for the 75. And we'll continue slowing down for the 60. We're 1 mile out. Well, here's those sidings. down to 75. And keep bringing it down to 60. Oh look, there's another IET going northbound. It's like westbound. Here we go. Slowly bringing the speed down into Slough. It's actually quite a short platform here. HST car stop, what over here? Right, there we go. We could have actually gone a little bit further down, but put it in neutral. No, I didn't. The back door actually hangs off. Who would have thought Slough Station has a short platform? That IET's now left. It's going to be chasing us into Paddington. I mean, we've been on the move 25 minutes. No, about 20 minutes. If you're enjoying, please do like and subscribe for much more content. And we've got a few more creative scenarios to do on this route. You're joking. Blimey now, you've got places to be, you know. Right, up to 60. Never stop taking the HUD off, but then you can really go up to 90. But you have to wait for the back of the train to pass the speed limit, which it most probably will do. By the time we're up to 60, we'll just be able to keep going up to 90. 5 miles. It seems to be 5 miles to every station. I don't think West Drayton and Hayes are 5 miles apart though. But they might be. You see, I like a semi-express. Heck, I want a semi, that's not what you want to get caught walking around saying things like that. But no, semi-express services, they're fun. Because you don't stop everywhere, you just stop every so often. Like express services are a bit boring. You're stopping everywhere. But, stopping nowhere. But stopping everywhere on commuter services is also a bit boring because you never feel like you get up to speed. You feel a bit like a caged animal. But in this, you can get up to speed and you do a lot of stopping as well. So you constantly have to be on it. That's what I like. Don't get me wrong, if you're having an off day, an express service sounds like a dream. Here is another. We're at 7, what are you? 2 November 4-4. Off he goes. And there's the points where things could change from one track to another. About to go past the station, what are you? It actually, hang on. It said expect delays near Slough. We've just left Slough. So due to a late running train, we're expecting delays. I mean, heck, it's still greens for now, so we'll keep pushing on. Yeah, I'm loving this scenario, it is real good. It's a nice little taster to see what this will be like, because this is a Sunday, so can you imagine how busy it'd be on a weekday? Like some of the scenarios, it's even said like, oh, we're not sure your console can handle this. I like how it's picked up in the voice recording as well. Like the HSTs are proper noisy trains in the game, but this train is well quiet, so I'm actually going to turn it down on another one, volume 8. Here we are, here's our double yellow signal. Let's put step 1 brake on. These are our slough delays. Let's get it down to 75, and we'll keep slowing down from there, step 1. If it's single yellow, we're going to have to slam on after this. Is this Acton? No, this is Ivor. This is a TfL rail service to Reading. Right, there's West Drayton. This is where the train we're following is currently located. Right, you shouldn't really pass yellow at more than 45, so there we go. Done our bit, let's continue slowing down. Because the last thing we want is an emergency brake application. Cruising along at 20, which is the speed you're allowed to go over the AWS magnet. If we were to go over the TPWS magnet at this speed, we'd be in trouble. And I believe that's our signal that stepped up to yellow. That could definitely be a read issue, I reckon, on those signals. Right, let's continue speeding up. There's another 307. I reckon we'll try and get a thumbnail here. Potentially. If that's a double yellow, then we're alright, which it isn't. That'll do. We still not got a clear road into this? Yeah, we have. Alright, that's just creeped up to double yellow. That's brilliant. Which means we can come to the station at a more reasonable 45 miles per hour. There is West Drayton. In we come. And bringing it down speed-wise. What was that? It's a crane. I was gonna say. That's a bit weird. Looked like one of those orange things they have on by the side of the road to tell you which way the wind's going, I think they're for. One of them might be used for aeroplanes, who knows. There we go, slowing down into West Drayton. Nice, just on the platform. Oh, we're expecting something coming northbound. It's an IET, westbound, sorry, because they're going towards Wales. No 9 cars. I suppose it's a Sunday. Do they really need 9 car IETs? Most probably not. And after this, Hayes and Harlington, and then London Paddington. 2.3 miles to Hayes. Which is nice. It'll give us a good opportunity to, I was going to say get up to 90, but I doubt we'll get up to that in 2 miles. 75 probably. But I doubt we'll make it to, I mean, we've still got yellows to contend with, actually. Luckily enough, it looks like that one's green, or I don't know. I'm going to continue as if that's green, but we'll see. Okay, it's a green. So we can go up to 90. That IET should have left about 10 minutes ago. So I wonder if it's catching us yet, or if it's going to overtake us yet. Because we've been on the move 30 minutes, and it's been on the move 10 minutes, so I'd imagine in a couple of minutes' time it would come past us. But here's Hayes and Harlington is where Heathrow Express joins us. Will we see any Heathrow Express services? I mean, we will do when the remaster comes out, which will add so much more traffic to this route, it's going to be insane. Right, that's Hayes and Harlington there, so we got up to 70 before we're going to coast. Got green signals, which means whichever train was in front of us possibly hasn't stopped at Hayes. Maybe it's a cancelled stop because it's late running. And I was like, oh, the train behind can pick them up because it's only a couple of minutes later. I'd love for that to be a thing. Oh, due to the train in front late running, you have to make extra stops at etc, etc, etc. Like imagine on the main line, you are technically only meant to stop at East Midlands Parkway and Nottingham, but unfortunately due to whatever service being cancelled, you now have to stop at Loughborough as well. Do you know what I mean? Things like that, just random events, that'd be so cool. Right, I can't imagine that IET's coming considering it's got a red signal. Yeah, I don't know why I've slowed down so early, but nothing like a bit of efficiency while you're driving. Actually, that's the point. Do Heathrow Express run on a Sunday? Because I'm imagining there'd be planes on a Sunday. Right, we're going to go to the end. Because that is a 4 to 6 car marker, but this is the end of the platform. And we're an 8 car, so we need to try and get as much of the train on the platform as possible. Oh. How comes there's not a thing on the right hand side of my screen which tells me which gear I've put the train in? Oh, I reckon just a smidge forward and we could have had that, you know. Oh. Ignore that. Oh, that's the way the train's facing. I thought it was always that way. Nice. Off we go. I don't know if GWR would have guards on these services. I can't imagine they would. 5 miles. Again, hide the HUD. Yeah, this feels like it's flown by. I mean, it's most probably going to be 50 minutes when we get into London Paddington, but yeah. has gone quite quick. Ealing Broadway, so we're soon going to approach Acton Yard and all of that around there. It's a nice river. Can't wait for the remaster to come out, and we can drive Scotsman on this route as well. Oh, that would be nice. I mean, we're supposed to have Scotsman on West Coast Mainland South, which would have been nice, but unfortunately, I mean, that would most probably be hidden on my console anyway, because Series S has less memory, but yeah. Well, that's a yellow, so there must be something fairly soon. Looks like we're going to go past Acton Main Line, is it? No, Southall first. Then Hanwell. Then Acton Main Line. Then Ealing Broadway. Is it? No. Ealing Broadway's there, so that's Acton Main Line. Yeah. And after that, it's Paddington, which is full. Right, and we'll accelerate up to 85 miles an hour. Due to the speed limit decreases in about 1.5 Coast with the power crossing much. And then into 80 miles an hour because there's a speed limit decrease in the not too distant future. And there is the next station after that, which was Hanwell, then West Ealing, then Ealing. Nice. 85 miles an hour, that's the limit for it. And soon comes the 80, and we're just going to continue coasting to Ealing Broadway at this point. Yeah, hopefully there are no layers when the new remaster comes out. Hopefully there are no layers or services that are hidden for Xbox Series X. We'll just wipe that person out then. Right, 75. Oh, but there's a yellow signal soon after, so I'm going to keep bringing it down. There's a green, so that IET must be close by, and there's a green northbound as well. And there's another 387 there. Which is cute. Hello Drive. Do they run these as 12 car anyway? No, I can imagine so. Sometimes not even 8 makes it on the platform. There we go. And the next signal's red, so we need to come down to 20 miles an hour. Procedure signals indicate. Okay, so we can go back up to 40. No, let's save it first of all, because it's starting to get a bit laggy. And we'll coast it. No, coast it. There's an IET. Oh, they are quiet as well, aren't they? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9-car AT. So they do run out on Sunday. Right, and now it's stepped up to a double yellow, which means the one at the end of the platform is yellow. So we can go through the station at 40 miles an hour. a bit close to the platform edge there, love. Both sides. No, just gonna ignore the really loud train horn. Good for you. I hope that sense of entitlement gets you very far in life. There we go. Reverser is in neutral. I did press the button, but sometimes you wonder. Where's the tube? Oh, I suppose it's a scenario, so they've not put it in. Yeah, that's why we haven't seen any freight wagons stored anywhere. So does that mean Acton Yard's going to be empty? Because there's no static stock. Can you add static stock to a scenario? Back of the train is on the platform, by the way, just. And signal stepped up to a green. Next stop, London Paddington. So most of the time it's been like quite easy. Learning this line. Right, up to forward and yeah, up we go to 80 miles an hour. There we go. Straight up to 80. There we go. Shouldn't be too long until we get into Paddington now. To 60 miles an hour, speed limit's still 80 as far as I can see. Yeah, there's no freight and stuff in Acton Yard, and there's no freight on a Sunday, which is more surprising. Maybe they didn't want to add more routes to the requirements. Which, when you don't have all the freight stuff, is nice, but when you have quite a bit of freight stuff, that's a bit annoying. Going up to 80 miles an hour. Again, just ignore the giant train coming towards you. Couldn't do anything to you, could it? Couldn't cause any amounts of serious bodily harm. Right, speed limit comes down to 50 soon. About 1.8 miles. It's not 50 into London Paddington, is it? I thought that red was mine then for a second, and I was like, can't be. This is Old Oak Common Depot, and I think that's where West Coast Railways are based, in that building there. It's the old North Pole Depot for Macquarie International Depot for Eurostar. Oh, it's a meal chef, is it? Alright. Right, put it in notch one brake, or step one brake, sorry. For the 50. We're down to 70. Down to 60. And down to 50. Yeah, I've liked the semi-express service, it's been nice. It's given me a total different respect? No, not respect. A totally different way to play GWE. Which is this route, by the way, Great Western Express. For those of you who are wondering why I've been saying GWE the whole time when it's GWR, I know that. But Great Western Express is the route name. Dovetail have reacquired a GWR license. One, because I know Dovetail Games Liam is doing a HST delivery pack, but that they wouldn't require a license again just for that, so they must be making a new route, which would be nice. Grandpa821 is now following you on Twitch. Thank you very much for the follow. There's a 166 coming out of London Paddington. We'll slow it down to 40 miles an hour. Look at where have all these tracks come from? It was 4 tracks just a minute ago. Now there's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7. Where have they all? Okay, now just 6. Where are all the tracks coming from? Only my signal's green. Where's that? Oh, is there any more trains coming southbound? Even though the scenario's ended. There's a lot at Reading now. Yeah, there's no say as to whether that's coming southbound or northbound. Eastbound or westbound. I forget this is the GWR, so it's not north and south, it's east and west. Right, cruising in at 40. This is where I believe they're doing a lot of work for the Elizabeth line, I suspect. Yeah. Right, got a green signal. Green signal, yellow signal's what I meant. There's the tube lines, which means my next signal's red. Which means we've got to slow down to 20, and I'm going to save the game again because it looks like it's about to go bang. No Heathrow Express 387, so I'm assuming it does not run on a Sunday. I've never travelled with Heathrow Express, nor Gatwick Express, nor any express airport service in the UK, so yeah, I'm going to assume that doesn't run on a Sunday. I wonder about Gatwick Express. Does that go on a weekend? Well, Heathrow might run on a Saturday, but does it run on a Sunday? Right, let's slow down to 15 miles an hour. So we're coming at the very far left end of Paddington. This is where the underground goes, which you'll see as AI in the new remaster. If you've got the Island Line 2022, which I'm honestly contemplating buying just to see it as AI. Because I can't lie, I don't have much interest in the Island Line at all. I don't think it would be my sort of route. But who knows? I didn't actually realise the underground station is actually part of the same station. I'm assuming it is a different concourse, I know that. Okay, I can't see the buffers. It's there. That was difficult. We could have just smashed right through that. Heck, there is no buffers. It's just a brick wall. Alright, I'm assuming there'll be buffers on that in real life. But yeah, if you have enjoyed today's video, be sure to like, subscribe, and well, yeah, just told you, be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time for another Red Western Railway video.